I want to make our first program. So I'm going to go to File, click on New Window. Oh, but before I do that, look at all the verbiage on this screen. This is all going to disappear when I go to a new blank window. File, New Window, New Window. Now when I do that, the window will fill up the screen and it takes a moment to get it back to right size so you can see this. So bear with me. There we go. Now, what I want to do is I want to key in the following commands. I want to key in x equals input, put something into x. What do you want me to put into it? Well, prompt to the user, string data. Use single quotes and close parens. Now, I also want the user to key in input. I want the user to key in an integer data. So I'll key in integer, please. Integer colon space single quote. And z will be equal to input float. Float data, please. Now, trouble. The trouble is that this is going to come in as a string. That's no trouble. But this integer will be converted by input into a string sent over to here. This will come in as a string data. This float will come in as string data. So before that happens, or after that happens, I want to convert it to an integer. That would be nice. And over here, I would like to convert this output into a float and then assign it to z. Excuse me. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to make a list. I'll call it L. It's appropriate. And I'll put x, y, and z in there. I also want to make a tuple. I'll make that capital T. And that will be equal to x, y, and z. Notice I'm using parens now, not square braces like with the list. And then I want to make a dictionary. I'm going to make that equal to curly braces 1 colon x comma 2 colon y comma 3 colon z. Curly braces. And that's it. Now it's time to run this program and see what happens. I think that looks good. And let's do it. First, let's save it. File. Save that. It's a good name. P3. Alright, let's run P3. Run this module. And there it comes. String. First string, I'll put in my name. Right. Integer. I am 60 years young. Float 3.14. And that's it. Well, let's see what happens. L. Oh, there's my list. T. There is my tuple. Notice the parens. And finally D. There is my dictionary. What type of data is L? That's a list. What type of data is T? That is definitely a tuple. What type of data is D? Definitely a dictionary. Well, what do you know? It worked. Amazing. And this was the code that was generated. Or this is the output, I should say, that was generated. Amazing. And then what did we do? We checked. did L, T, and D, and it showed us that it made a list, that it made a tuple, and that it made a dictionary. And we checked the type for each one of them. That's our list, here's our tuple, and there's our dictionary. And that's it for now. Let me put in my nom de guerre. George Ball, saying goodbye. Till next time.